Jack Dillon giving a humorous speech. When I read that email first time that I would be evaluating, first off, I read it with April Holtzman and Jack Dillon giving speeches. I said, okay, should be an interesting meeting. Then the next thing I read was Richard Day evaluating. This should be fun. Two of the most experienced speakers that I've ever met personally, and I'm going to have to evaluate one of them. And of course, it's going to be Jack Dillon giving a humorous speech. One thing that he does, as I said earlier, whether we ask him to or not. Jack Dillon always brings in some laughter to the meeting, and I'm always impressed by him being able to make jokes as if they were just part of everyday speech, which to him, I believe, probably is. But, so I did not expect myself to find too many flaws in his speech, but don't worry, I tried my best. The first question on here for the evaluation is, what indicated to you that the audience was entertained? First indication, he said one sentence, and April Holtzman started laughing more than probably anybody else laughed the entire time. Also, everybody took part in the speech, answered questions, gave him hints on how to let him know he was old, gave him motivation to continue the speech, and so on and so on. There were far and few between indications that the audience wasn't interested. That's what I was trying to look more for, and honestly, I couldn't really find. I think someone looked at the clock once, but that's really wasn't too many indications that people weren't paying attention. Also, a big part of the speech was body language, and vocal variety, which Jack used fluently, very well. One quote I specifically remember was, and bring up in a nice tone. Does anybody know the commercials? I forget what the commercial was. About trying to live to, the Orlando Regional Hospital, trying to live to 100. Well, who the hell wants to live to 100? Perfect sudden change in vocal variety, catches the audience's attention as if he needed to. And the transition between the jokes was the other one. I noticed that he used a very effective transition between jokes, in that he would start with a theme, indications of getting older, go into a joke or a story, and then at the end of it, go right back into the theme, and bring up the theme again, and then go into a new one. It was a very fluent, very smooth, very orderly joke, theme. Nobody really noticed the pauses or the transitions. I barely did. I was looking really hard for them. But overall, very impressed with Jack Dillon's speech, as I knew I would be. Thank you very much, Tailmaster.